Bulldogs looking to cause an upset. They were super impressive in round one, and it'll be Reeves, Scotty Lysette. The bounce favoured Reeves. Umpire's going to let it go. And here's Darcy Byrne-Jones, ever reliable half-back. A lot of Hawks back there, and that's a good sign. Real pressure. And now Frost. Always exciting when he's got ball in hand. Wingard, he's got to go back. Great to see Trent McKenzie. We thought he'd done his knee last week. O'Meara, short, good build up the Hawks. And Dylan Moore has it. Maybe just out of his range. Consistent goal kicker, this young man. Two waste no time. There's the first. Dylan Moore's got it.
Game 308 tonight. Land about 50 from home. Scrimshaw in front. Marshall flew two. Almost Marshall.
And that was a classy bit of vision and skill. And now Newcombe created some space. They've got one-on-ones here. Gunston's going to present up. The lead was on. Newcombe decides to go the Wingard option. And Chad, one-on-one.
One inside 50.
Directly in front. You can't imagine anything apart from that going straight through. The Hawks
practice the snaps.
And they say it's high percentage now. The data is there.
Oh, well played, McAvoy. They've gone long and strong from the fullback kick in twice. Runner outside to the Moore. He gets it moving quickly, and that is great. Coast AFL football. Good looking effort. Connor McDonald has got it. He'll never forget that moment. And the Hawks have got the first three.
Fantastic to see the young guy go back and kick through and get their third goal. As you come to this stadium as an interstate player, what you want to do is you want to start well and take the crowd out of it. And that's exactly what Hawthorn are doing at the moment. They're
and lost it. Porter got the numbers again. Wines a beautiful handball to Boat. Deep, long ball. Georgiades caught behind. Popping things up without Fantasia, who's still out for a while. Lee. Almost a new recruit. Didn't risk him last year, Hawthorn. Gunston inaccurate early last week. What can he do here? Onto the right, puts it to a dangerous spot. So dangerous, it is through the middle.
A lot of work out the other side of the ground. Came all the way across to present there. About a 45-50 metre lead. A great finish.
Normally clever by a foot. He's got Gunston streaming back. Put it out beautifully. Gunston didn't let him down.
Port have got the forward half game going, but they're getting them on the transition. Hawthorn again, that fast ball again.
The first goal of the night tonight, Dylan Moore opens up the phase and he puts it straight through. He's got a couple.
It's just that efficiency. We've talked about it a fair bit in this first half. If they can get that working, that hurts.
Two straight last week. Wingard.
Yes, for Port Adelaide, Chad Wingard. Butters charged at it, full-chested. Nicely done, McDonald to Warple from true centre half forward. Mitch Lewis is a dangerous one-on-one player. Well done, McKenzie. Oh, look at the pick-up. Look at the skill of the Irishman, Nash. That was outstanding.
These last two goals, big goals for the Hawthorn Footy Club. That was a really good one, and this is where the game's at, purely. It's just Hawthorn's efficiency. They're not getting big numbers around the ground. I mean, it's a really good team performance.
Junior athlete himself, Finn McGuinness. Son of the two-time premiership. Hawks, Scotty McGuinness. Here's Bruce. One-on-one inside 50. Gunston's a tough player. McKenzie's got his work cut out. He's capable on the left. Bends it towards goal. Gunston! Wow. What about that?
See here, Richo, you see Gunston makes a contact right there. That's where you get your metre separation, and he goes left to the boundary, which is not his preferred side, but the critical part there is he made the contact first.
Timed it perfectly. Just, it was a stiff bounce for McKenzie. I mean, he's playing in front, gets a...
Went to ground, clever enough to get it to Moore, who's been effective. Back to McAvoy. They're really connecting well. Newcombe, the overlap handball to Connor Nash. He sends it to the goal square. Mitch Lewis is a real chance here. They're good hands. Mark. Really strong mark. Good body to get past directly in front. Perfect start coming up in the second half for Hawthorn. What about this? Got the makings of a real great player in every sense. That was a hard mark to take. Well done, Finn. On the footy back again. Tom Mitchell, disposal number 14, as he hands it off to Scrimshaw. That's a beautiful ball to Ned Reeves.
That kick was outstanding.
And that's McAvoy, brilliant tap to Moore, worked his way through. McDonald, fabulous handball to Morrison. Morrison from 50. It'll fall short one-on-one. Gunston
He was looking at Gunston. He wasn't looking at the ball. And you're done.
Gunston has 3. 2 on his left, 1 on his right.
Josh Sims in his first AFL game here, you'll see there he is on the bottom of the screen. He steps in and Harry Morrison's able to get the ball on the outside. So it's his first game, but he'll learn that when you've got to hold your balance, you stick outside and then you only come in when you can.
Gets it back to Dan Houston, all under pressure. Full-chested at it. What about Granger Barras? That's exciting.
Yeah, the Mitch Lewis, or deeper still, Gunston who continues to lurk. Mitch Lewis flies. Mitch Lewis is found. Marked like Carey at times. Tonight, he squeezes another through, and he's got a couple.
A little too hot by hand. Mitchell again, great courage. Warple went back. Burne-Jones released to Josh Ward. Could this be his first goal in the AFL? Josh Ward, he's got it. What a moment for that young man.
You can see the mindset. Yeah, good coach. I was going to say to you, Richard, look at the courage there, and then the mindset to play on your knees and give it to someone.
Yeah, I love handball receives like that. I mean, that just opens everything up. Anywhere on the ground you can get that.
Arrived. Ward, here's Bruce. The game of his has been outstanding. Look at that. The kick was pinpoint. New Lewis.
Sometimes as a forward you just want the ball kicked.
Round the corner he goes. Lewis gets another, his 3rd.
The space, that's where you mark it, and he's sliding as well on his knees, so the defender's never going to get there.
No hope for the defender.
No chance.
25, bounces another 5, off a few hands. Warple rides a bump of Butters, goes underneath a couple, gives it off to O'Meara. He waits the ball perfectly, and into the hands of Lewis, who's had a big now, following 3-1 last week. You don't kick a football much better than that. Hawks have got 14. McDonald, chance here, does well, runs away from Rose.
Out again.
Got the numbers, 2 space, 2v1. How's the bounce? Bruce got a couple of options. Go himself, give it to Gunston, do the 1-2. Bruce runs out of room, but he's quick enough. Outside of the right, Bruce.
This is where, to the eventual prelim finalists, Melbourne, the Bulldogs, and the Brisbane Lions. So this is huge from Hawthorn, and look at the intent there. Oh, that was just... Well, Granger Barras had his name all over it, and now on the rebound, here they come again. They just get moving every time. O'Meara, intention to play on, and Bruce got out the back. Got all man that you picked would step up in the last quarter. He's already kicked one. Luke Bruce, he was never going to miss that. It's out to 49 points now. Mitch Lewis piling on some pressure. John Newcomb laid 14 tackles in his first game. That man, he's got an appetite for a couple of goals so far in his short AFL career. That looks pretty good. How about that? What a night. Another shed section.
Is John Newcomb smashing through a goal on the boundary. He's more known from his teammates for the in and under work, getting the ball out, but loves a celebration when he kicks a good goal.
And Reeves try and combine. Back to Newcomb, who just was terrific from the boundary line. Morrison doesn't blast away. Clever kick to Nash. His kick onto the chest of Lewis. Getting nervous on straight. 5 straight for Mitch.
Look at that bang.
This is ridiculous.
Look at this here. Firstly, this wheel and go from Connor Nash and that daisy cutting pass, and Lewis started his lead there. He went and wrapped around the goals and was behind the goal line when he started.
McDonald, Burton, high ball inside 50, and Sicily just forward to Gunston has been huge. Darcy Burne-Jones slides in after it now. Jack Gunston releases Connor McDonald. Kicked his first AFL goal in the first quarter, puts it out in front. Mitch Lewis, he got a shocking bounce. He's looking for goal number 6. Gave it to Luke Bruce. It's all Hawthorn. What a win this is.
Fist from Jonas. Ball spills over. But it's a big win on the road. And it's a happy team at Hawthorn, and it's a happy coach's box.